A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, there are worlds so different that the concept of normal has no meaning. Some of them will make you never want to leave. Some of them will make sure you never do. 10 planets. 10 completely different versions of what it means to be alive. Tatooine. A desert planet orbiting 2 suns in the outer rim. You wake up before both suns rise, because once they do, the temperature climbs to 43 degrees. Your home is carved into the side of a sand dune, smooth, curved underground rooms connected by narrow corridors. The 2 suns rise together on the eastern horizon, and the sky turns from deep purple to a harsh white-yellow that stays until they set. The desert is deep rust-orange rock and dust that turns everything the same color within an hour of leaving shelter. You travel by a single-seat, open-cockpit speeder that hovers a meter above the ground on repulsor lift engines. The Jawa Sandcrawler is a massive, rectangular tracked vehicle the height of a 4-story building. Jawas are small, roughly a meter tall, completely concealed beneath rough, dark brown hooded robes with 2 small, glowing yellow dot eyes. They sell salvaged droids, moisture vaporator parts, and scavenged technology. Moisture vaporators pull trace water molecules from the dry desert atmosphere. Without them, you would die of thirst in 3 days. At night, Tatooine gets cold, and the creatures hiding from the heat come out. Tusken Raiders are tall, wrapped figures in rough, yellowed bandages with goggle-like eye coverings and a Gatterfee stick. They are territorial and move through the desert according to patterns that take years to learn. The cantina in Mos Eisley is low, dark, smoky, and filled with beings from every corner of the galaxy who are here because nowhere else will have them. You do not ask questions in the cantina about where people came from or where they are going. Tatooine is a planet the galaxy forgot about. It is also, somehow, the planet where the most important things keep happening. Hoth. An ice planet in a remote system. Average surface temperature, minus 60 degrees Celsius. You cannot survive on the surface without a thick, insulated cold weather suit, sealed hood, orange-tinted goggles, and heated gloves. The surface is flat, white tundra in every direction, with no distinguishing features under a pale gray sky. Navigation is done entirely by compass and timer because there are no landmarks. The Rebel base is built entirely underground, a network of ice-carved corridors and chambers lit by portable lighting rigs. The Wampa stands roughly 3 meters tall, covered in thick, shaggy white fur, with 2 curved horns and heavy, clawed hands. It ambushes prey from beneath the snow, lying completely still until something warm walks above. If you hear the snow cracking beneath your feet, you have approximately 2 seconds. The AT-AT walkers are 20 meters tall, with twin heavy cannons on the chin and 4 heavy articulated legs. They cannot be stopped by standard weapons. The only way to bring one down is with a tow cable wrapped around the legs. When the legs tangle, the walker falls in slow motion, and the impact shakes the snow for half a kilometer. Hoth is a planet that does not care whether you survive. Dagobah, a swamp planet in the outer rim. No settlements, no technology, just the swamp. The atmosphere is breathable but thick, heavy with humidity, warm in a way that immediately makes your clothes feel wet. The trees are enormous, ancient twisted trunks 3 meters in diameter, gnarled roots extending above the waterline. The water is dark, almost black, with a surface covered in floating vegetation and occasional bubbles. You cannot see the bottom. Something lives in the swamp that does not come to the surface during the day. Yoda has lived on Dagobah alone for 19 years when you arrive. His dwelling is built from mud packed between root structures with a low, curved roof of woven branches and leaves. He trains you in the ways of the Force, an energy field that connects all living things. The cave on Dagobah is the most important thing Yoda does not warn you about properly. Inside the cave, you face the thing you are most afraid of. Dagobah teaches you that the most dangerous things are not outside of you. Coruscant, a planet that is entirely one city. No natural surface, no sky visible from street level. The surface of Coruscant is buried under 300 levels of city construction. At the upper levels, the city is clean, bright, and wealthy. At the lower levels, the lighting is failing. The maintenance stopped decades ago. The Senate building is a vast domed structure with a central spire at the upper levels. The Senate chamber has hundreds of floating pods that extend from the walls on repulsor lift arms. The Jedi Temple has 4 corner spires and a taller central spire above a rectangular base building. The lower levels have their own economy, their own power structures, their own rules. Nobody who lives at the top goes to the bottom. Nobody who lives at the bottom goes to the top. Endor, the forest moon, ancient trees, the Ewok civilization, the final battle of the galactic civil war. The trees of Endor are ancient, trunks 30 meters in diameter, the lowest branches beginning 50 meters above the ground. The Ewok village is a network of wooden platforms, huts, and rope bridges built in the canopy. Ewoks are roughly 1 meter tall, covered in thick fur with round, flat faces and large, round, dark eyes. They are primitive in technology, but extraordinarily sophisticated in their understanding of the forest. Their traps include triggered weight mechanisms, falling logs, pit traps, and the bolas, weighted balls on cords that wrap around legs. The Battle of Endor happens in the forest, in the air above, and in space simultaneously. When it is over, the Ewoks build the celebration fire, and every being who fought together stands around it. Mustafar, a volcanic planet in the Outer Rim, the planet where the Republic died. The surface shifts constantly as new lava flows open and old ones crust over. The temperature near an active lava flow is approximately 700 degrees Celsius. The Separatist mining facility sits on elevated platforms above the lava on thick pillar supports. The lava moves faster beneath the surface than it appears. The duel between Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi happens here. It ends badly for everyone. Mustafar is where potential goes to die. Bespin, a gas giant. The only inhabited structure is Cloud City, floating in the atmosphere on repulsor lift engines. Cloud City floats in the habitable band, above the toxic lower layers and below the unbreathable upper atmosphere. Cloud City is approximately 16 kilometers in diameter, the upper surface a clean city of curved white architecture. The upper city is open to the sky, wide plazas, curved white buildings, warm golden light, the horizon being the edge of the disk dropping to infinite sky. Lando Calrissian runs Cloud City, a tall man with a wide, genuine smile and a blue cape over a dark tunic. He is also, when the Empire arrives, in an impossible position. The carbon freezing chamber is a circular industrial room with a central platform that lowers hydraulically. When Han Solo is frozen in carbonite, the result is a flat, dark metal block with the impression of a human figure on the surface. Bespin is a beautiful place that became a trap. Naboo, a green planet in the mid-rim. 2 civilizations, the Naboo humans on the surface, the Gungans underwater. Naboo's surface has rolling green hills, wide deep blue rivers, ancient forests, and classical curved architecture. The capital Theed is built on a plateau above a wide waterfall, its cream-domed buildings visible from the plains below. Queen Amidala wears elaborate structured black headdresses, white face paint, and stylized red markings on the lower face. The Gungan city of Otoh is built entirely underwater, large, transparent bubble structures anchored to the lake floor. Gungans are tall with long, flexible ears, large yellow eyes, a wide, flat nose, and a long, flexible neck. The Battle of Naboo is fought simultaneously in space, in the Theed streets, in the generator complex, and on the plains. When it is over, Naboo goes back to being one of the most beautiful places in the galaxy. Kamino, an ocean planet in wild space. Constant storms. No land. The facility where every clone was made. The facility is built on platforms above the ocean on thick pillar supports. The ocean surface 20 meters below in perpetual storm. Kaminoans are 2.3 meters tall with an extremely long, thin neck, a large, elongated oval head, and large, dark eyes. The cloning tanks are arranged in rows of hundreds, cylindrical glass containers, each containing a clone at a specific development stage. The cloning process takes 10 years, compressed to 5 through growth acceleration that ages the body at twice the normal rate. The inhibitor chip is implanted in every clone at the embryonic stage, a microscopic device embedded in the brain tissue. Nobody tells the clones about the chip. Kamino is the most important planet in the Clone Wars that nobody talks about. The Death Star. Not a planet, but a planet killer. A space station the size of a small moon. The Death Star is a sphere approximately 160 kilometers in diameter, covered in a complex geometric pattern of trench lines and weapon emplacements. The interior is a city-sized military installation. Gray metal corridors, blast doors, officer quarters, and command areas. The superlaser focuses energy from a hypermatter reactor through a lens array to produce a beam sufficient to destroy a planet. When it fires on Alderaan, the beam takes 4 seconds to reach the planet, and less than 1 second to destroy it. The thermal exhaust port is 2 meters in diameter and leads directly to the main reactor. The Death Star has a crew of 1,161,293 people. When Luke Skywalker destroys it, all 1,161,293 of them die. The Empire calls them a military installation. Everyone else calls them people. 10 planets. 10 completely different versions of what it means to be alive in a galaxy far, far away. Some of them are beautiful. Some of them are dangerous. All of them are real to the people who live on them.